Welcome, Wastelanders, to a brand new series. I am the Wanderer, and this is Fallout New Vegas. This is a series I've wanted to do for quite some time. I got to play a tiny little bit way back in the day when it was first released, but I've never really played through it fully. In fact, I can't really remember anything about it. So, I do have some mods installed, and I'll have those mods listed down below in the description of the video if you want to see those. And if you want to suggest some mods, feel free to do so in the comments. However, for the most part, I'd like to stay away from most mods that affect gameplay too much, as in they would make the game too easy in some way. If you'd like to know about what I'll be doing with some of the other series on my channel, like Frost, Horizon, etc., I have a video up for that, going over kind of where those series are going. I'm not going to discuss it in this video. This is just about New Vegas. So without any further ado, let's get started here.
War never changes. When atomic fire consumed the Earth, those who survived did so in great underground vaults. When they opened, their inhabitants set out across the ruins of the old world to build new societies, establishing villages, forming tribes. As decades passed, what had been the American Southwest united beneath the flag of the new California Republic, dedicated to old world values of democracy and the rule of law. As the Republic grew, so did its needs. Scouts spread east, seeking territory and wealth in the dry and merciless expanse of the Mojave Desert. They returned with tales of a city untouched by the warheads that had scorched the rest of the world, and a great wall spanning the Colorado River. The NCR mobilized its army and sent it east to occupy Hoover Dam and restore it to working condition. But across the Colorado, another society had arisen under a different flag. A vast army of slaves forged from the conquest of 86 tribes, Caesar's Legion. 4 years have passed since the Republic held the dam, just barely, against the Legion's onslaught. The Legion did not retreat. Across the river, it gathers strength. Campfires burn, training drums beat. Through it all, the New Vegas Strip has stayed open for business, under the control of its mysterious overseer, Mr. House, and his army of rehabilitated tribals and police robots. You are a courier, hired by the Mojave Express to deliver a package to the New Vegas Strip. What seemed like a simple delivery job has taken a turn for the worse.
You got what you were after, so pay up.
You're crying in the rain, Pally.
Guess who's waking up over here?
Time to cash out.
Will you get it over with?
Maybe cons kill people without looking them in the face. But I ain't a fink. Dig? You've made your last delivery, kid. Sorry you got twisted up in this scene. From where you're kneeling must seem like an 18-carat run of bad luck. Truth is, the game was rigged from the start.
You're awake. How about that? Whoa, easy there, easy. You've been out cold a couple of days now. Why don't you just relax a second? Get your bearings. Let's see what the damage is. How about your name? Can you tell me your name?
Alright guys, well what a freaking intro, man. God, the music, it gives me chills, it really does. I guess we'll just call this character Wanderer. It's my channel name after all.
I can't say it's what I'd have picked for you, but if that's your name, that's your name. I'm Doc Mitchell. Welcome to Goodsprings. Now, I hope you don't mind, but I had to go rooting around there in your noggin to pull all the bits of lead out. I take pride in my needlework, but you'd better tell me if I left anything out of place. How'd I do?
Well damn, we're pretty ugly, aren't we? Let's try and make something reasonable here, I guess. I'm surprised at how much customization there really is here, and I really actually kind of like how it works altogether. When you adjust some things here, it adjusts other things in the same area to keep it kind of realistic. Avoids the super crazy looking stuff you'd normally see with like Fallout 4 or other character creation, which gives you full control. Maybe some people think that's a downside, but I personally think it's kind of a plus here. Oh man, look at that weak chin. Okay, yeah, no, let's do something more reasonable there. Not really a huge fan of the hairstyles. The hair just looks really, really fake in this. I'm not trying to make a pretty looking character, by the way. My character is going to be more of like a ugly gunslinger type, not really particularly nice looking. As much as I don't really like this all that much, it's like the most reasonable haircut really, besides just total baldness, which does not fit this character at all. It's funny how there are far more facial hair options than there are actual hair options. What I want is like the Lone Wanderer type thing. Something like that's not terrible. You know what? I think I like the survival. I think I like the full beard here, man. I think it fits the character. He doesn't look well with no beard here. You know, it looks kind of odd. And I think the kind of more close cropped beard just doesn't really fit him, does it? Need to go with the survivalist here. Yeah, I like that. Let's do that. Okay, I think we're done. There's our ugly SOB of a character. He ain't pretty, but he's gonna get the job done, folks. That's what matters, right? Oh, eyebrows. So this is definitely an add-on. These, honest to God, these all look just about the same to me. I mean, I guess they are different slightly, aren't they? But they look very similar. We'll just go with that one. It's fine.
Well, I got most of it right anyway. Stuff that mattered. Okay. No sense keeping you in bed anymore. Let's see if we can get you on your feet. Good. Why don't you walk down to the end of the room? Over by that vigor tester machine there. Take it slow now. It ain't a race.
Whatever, man. It's a race. Ooh, I can just take all this stuff?
Go ahead and give the vigor tester a try.
Well, sure, I'll take it all. Oh, I can take all this too?
We'll learn right quick if you get back all your faculties.
Well, okay, I guess I'll just take everything then. I'm not gonna say no to free stuff, man. The walking feels, I don't know, it's just not as smooth or as good as you would see in like Fallout 4. It's kind of jerky, I guess. Kind of floaty. I don't know, it's just weird, it's just different. It's a dated game, you know, we're gonna have to expect that. So if I can repair that, I can take it, huh? Okay. Now, this is not like Fallout 4 where like I will want to actually take everything. That's not the case. So stats. This is going to be a hardcore run, guys. And I don't know that much about the stats, okay? So I think with 5 average, you get like 200 carry weight, which is probably pretty reasonable. Let's see here. Perception, we probably want... It affects your lockpicking, explosives, accuracy, compass range. I don't know that we'll need too much of this. Maybe 6. Endurance we're going to want to pump up pretty high, I think. Probably 8 or so should be good. Charisma, I haven't like looked up too much information on the game, guys, but I know that charisma is a dump stat and it's not really very good, so I'm not going to go much charisma. I've heard you can get by without it. Intelligence is pretty important, I'm sure, because that will govern our skill points, as well as repair and medicine and science and stuff, so at least 7 or 8. I guess I'll see if I can swing that much. Agility also quite important, and we'll probably want to pump that to 7 or so, I'd say. A luck of 5. It affects your critical hits. I know every point of luck gives you 1% chance to have a critical hit, so it does directly affect your DPS, and I think it's like at 3, 5, 7, and 9 or something like that. You get like +1 or +2 or +4 to all skill points, so it is kind of cool. You guys are probably going to slaughter me in the comments saying this is a terrible build, shouldn't be doing this. I'm actually going to take 1 out of strength. It affects your energy weapons, huh? That's weird. I don't think I will need that much strength, to be honest. I don't know. I'm not planning on going melee too much, so I don't think it's that big of a deal. I think 8's probably okay for intelligence. I know that you get skill books in here as well, so I think 10 intelligence is not necessary. You can pretty easily get enough points to get all your skills maxed. Maybe even 7 would be okay. I don't want to have to remake this character, though, is the big thing. Agility. Maybe take 1 out of intelligence. You guys are probably going to kill me for this build, but hey, whatever, man. So 5 strength, 5 perception, 8 endurance, 1 charisma, 7, 7, 7 on our other stuff. Pretty reasonable, I think. It's fine. Good enough.
Huh. Must be some frontal lobe damage. Well, we know your vitals are good, but that don't mean them bullets didn't leave you nuttered in the bighorn and dropping. What do you say you take a seat in my couch and we go through a couple of questions? See if your dogs are still barking.
Sure, I'm gonna loot your place first, though, okay? That's cool, right? Oh, yes, 3 bottle caps. Okay, it's so nice this doctor just let me take all of his stuff, you know? Yes, take all the rounds, a knife. I have no idea what those are, some kind of gourd seed. Yes, game, I know I'm supposed to go over there and talk to the fine doctor, but first I'd like to take all of his stuff over here, if that's okay. Oh, that's a flashlight. Cool. I do have a flashlight mod installed, so to enable your flashlight, equip the item and press your assigned hotkey, default J. You can change your hotkeys from the mod configuration menu. Okay. I can't actually go in there yet to check to go on it. I can't. If I hit tab, it doesn't do anything, so I have to wait a bit for that. Till that big old bag of yeast, we're going to carry it around. Yes, we'll take all that stuff. Need to grab all the food and stuff I can because, hardcore mode, we have to keep ourselves hydrated and fed and stuff, so it's kind of important. Alright, let's get this over with, this test here.
Alright. I'm gonna say a word. I want you to say the first thing that comes to mind. Dog.
Cat. Ah, it's there.
House.
Party? No, there's no party. Shelter, I guess.
Night.
Time? Nope. Nope, none of these work. I guess sleep.
Bandit.
Raider. No. Swiss cheese. Okay, there we go.
Light.
Dark? Yep, dark. There we go.
Mother.
Father? No. Human shield.
Sometimes when you give tests like this, you learn more than you was hoping for, and I reckon that ain't always the best thing. But I guess maybe it explains a thing or two about your predicament. Okay, now I got a few statements. I want you to tell me how much they sound like something you'd say. First one, conflict just ain't in my nature.
Strongly disagree.
I ain't given to relying on others for support.
Strongly agree.
I'm always fixin' to be the center of attention.
Disagree.
I'm slow to embrace new ideas.
Strongly disagree.
I charge in to deal with my problems head on.
Strongly agree.
Almost done here. What do you say you have a look at this? Tell me what you see.
None of these really do it for me.
Okay. How about this one?
Tower emitting light? Too embarrassed. I guess we'll say it's a piece of space age technology.
Last one.
None of these really... I can't see any of these, man. None of these really work. A beard man, sure.
Well, that's all she wrote. I don't have nothing to compare it to, so maybe you'd better just have a look at the results. See if it all seems right to you.
No, it's all completely wrong. Alright, so I know that, I think lockpicking is important. Probably guns are important as well. I think maybe survival. Survival is pretty important for doing a hardcore run.
Before I turn you loose, I need one more thing from you. I got a form for you to fill out so I can get a sense of your medical history. Just a formality. Ain't like I expect to find you got a family history of getting shot in the head.
3% chance to critically hit, but 15% faster equipment decay. So Logan's loophole, you stay level 30 forever, but you can't get addicted to chems. Is this a reference to Logan as in Wolverine, I wonder? I don't know. Maybe it's something totally different. I think I'm going to go with Built to Destroy. So more critical hit, but faster equipment decay. That's probably it, to be honest. I thought about some of the other ones here. One agility for free, but you get more easily crippled. Yeah, see, all these have such a big downside. I don't know. That's fine.
All right, I guess that about does it. Come with me, I'll see you out.
Surely you're not going to send us out in our underwear and a t-shirt, sir. Surely you have some stuff for us to wear. Yes, maybe?
Here, these are yours. Was all you had on you when you was brought in. I hope you don't mind, but I gave the note a look. I thought it might help me find a next of kin. But it was just something about a platinum chip. Well, if you're heading back out there, you ought to have this. They call it a Pip-Boy. I grew up in one of them vaults they made before the war. We all got one. Ain't much use to be now, but you might want such a thing after what you've been through. I know what it's like having something taken from you. And put this on too, so the locals don't pick on you for lacking modesty. Never was much my style anyway. Don't mention it. It's what I'm here for. You should talk to Sunny Smiles before you leave town. She can help you learn to fend for yourself in the desert. She'll likely be at the saloon. I reckon some of the other folks at the saloon might be able to help you out too. And the metal fella, Victor, who pulled you out of your grave. Anyway, you ever get hurt out there, you come right back. I'll fix you up. But try not to get killed anymore.
Alright, hardcore mode, yes or no? No recommended. Of course we're going to do hardcore mode. So he's on very hard and we're on hardcore mode as well. So alright, we got our vault suit, our very, very ugly character. God, I did a very poor job of this, but I guess, you know, not exactly easy to create a character in this. Can I don't think you can bind stuff to a weapon. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. So in New Vegas, there's something called damage threshold, which basically, if you're not exceeding the target's damage threshold, you're not doing like any damage to them. Okay, so 75% condition or higher, a weapon does max damage and only needs to be maintained. Got it. Oh, I can put this on a quick. Awesome. Okay, this does exist. Cool. I don't know if this is a mod or if it's default, but that's really nice. All right, so how do I? Okay, there we go. Okay, that's how you do it. So you hold down the button you want. Gotcha. So 2 is ammo switching. Okay, so then let's do. This is very low damage, but decent DPS. This is even worse. Okay, so we'll put this on 3, and we'll put this on 4. Okay, cool. Got it. Got it. And as far as apparel goes here, okay, so damage threshold is the sum of all your damage threshold for currently equipped apparel plus any bonuses from perks or chems. Damage threshold is directly subtracted from incoming damage, so a higher DT provides superior protection. Though a small percentage of damage can get through even the thickest armor, a high DT is quite valuable. So a very, very small amount can get through anything, but like say we have 20 damage threshold and someone does 15 damage, it's going to be extremely minimal, like probably 1 damage or less. It's going to be super, super low. Medium and heavy apparel will slow a character down when equipped. Okay, got it. Probably want to stay light then. Okay, it should be good, guys. Sorry, I know I'm taking a long time here, just getting my bearings with stuff, trying to figure everything out. Okay, so Old World Blues. This is part of the New Vegas thing. Okay, the reunion, another quest, Lonesome Road loaded. Okay, anyway, I have all the DLC. I want to make sure that my Sound settings are okay here. I do have... Oh, I didn't have the voice cranked all the way up. Let me crank the voice up to max here. And we'll leave everything else down a bit. That should all be fine. Oh, the Gunrunner's Arsenal. Okay, so new merchandise. Got it. The game looks surprisingly quite good, although I do know I have quite a few textures and stuff added. But it looks better than I expected it to, considering how dated this game is. Okay, dead money. I do plan on doing pretty much everything, guys. It's going to take a while, but I plan on doing all the quests. See what the old timer here has to say. Easy Pete.
Howdy. What can Easy Pete do for you?
What do you know about the people who attacked me?
The one in the fancy suit seemed to be calling the shots. That's as much as I know. Other folks in town might know more. Word of advice, though. If you ever catch up with him, watch out. The man's got cold eyes like a snake. Can't be trusted, I'd say.
Well, he shot me in the head, Pete, for no apparent reason, so yeah, I'd say he probably cannot be trusted. That's an accurate assessment there, Pete. Thanks for that. Why are you called Easy Pete?
Was a prospector until I decided to settle here to get away from the NCR. Now we'll just take it easy and help out with the Brahmin and Bighorners.
You're a prospector, gold and silver digging, eh?
Nah. Means I poke through old buildings looking for working tech and such. Some folks just call it salvaging, but never liked the term. Way I see it, salvage means it's broken, near worthless. Me, I look for the good stuff. Guns, chems, spare parts. Good money in it.
You ever find anything good?
Nope. Had a pretty good claim once, way out east by the river, but got run off by raiders. Eventually got too old to keep going out.
So what's wrong with the NCR?
Don't get me wrong. The NCR's got a lot of decent folk in it. It's just that they make you part of them whether you like it or not. Towns like Goodsprings and Prim don't stay independent for long. Not if you've got something the NCR wants. Still, the NCR keeps the Legion away.
So the NCR is kind of a benevolent dictatorship, basically? So the Legion, let's learn more about the Legion.
They're slavers, led by a guy named Caesar, or Caesar. Not sure how you're supposed to say it. A couple of years ago, they tried to take over Hoover Dam, but the NCR beat them back. The NCR didn't or couldn't finish the job, though. The Legion's got its strength back and is getting ready for another round at the dam. My money's still on the NCR winning, but you never know. We've been hearing stories about legionaries on the Nevada side of the river, so keep a gun handy. You don't want to get caught by them.
So why the Hoover Dam? I'm assuming for electricity.
The dam powers a lot of New Vegas, and then there's all that clean water lying in Lake Mead, too. Anybody who owns the dam owns the territory.
I'm assuming bighorners are for meat and hides and stuff. Talk about Victor.
The machine? Harmless, no matter what Trudy says. She thinks it's hiding something, but I think it's just a broken-down relic with no place to be.
All right, thanks, Pete.
Keep your gun handy if you go poking around some of the abandoned places around here, like the schoolhouse. Critters move in there sometimes.
All right, so learned quite a bit of good stuff there from Easy Pete. This is the Prospector Saloon. Let's go ahead and head in here.
Cheyenne, stay. Don't worry, she won't bite unless I tell her to.
Doc Mitchell said you could tell me how to survive out here.
Yeah, I guess there's a thing or two I could show you. Sounds like you need all the help you can get after what they done to you. Meet me outside, behind the saloon.
What happens if I take this? I've lost karma. Well, what does that do? It gives you repair plus 10. I'm assuming this is temporary. It'd be way too good if it was permanent. Howdy, stranger.
Hey there.
Just a regular settler. Okay. So we're going out around back. Anything back here I'd like to steal? I'm assuming like each of these gives you a negative karma loss, so I don't really want to just take things willy-nilly here. Probably want to be selective about what we steal. Oh right, I've got the flashlight too. I didn't find the flashlight, did I? I want to try it out in here and see how it looks. Let's put this on 5, yeah. Oh, okay, it's not terrible. It's kind of weird that we hold it like that. But, okay. Get our knife out for now. Well, that was like instant. Wow. Not used to instant. Nice and free sarsaparilla. I'd assume that gives you hydration. Right, let me see. So H2O plus 10 affects sleep minus 15, so it makes you less sleepy. It gives you some hydration, and it gives you some hit points and some rads. Let's see, stats here. Okay, so here is our H2O. Does it... I'm assuming the higher this gets, the worse, right? Because we're starting out at pretty high stats here for H2O, food, and sleep. So if I drink something... I don't know. I guess we'll see. I'm a little bit confused by that. Here is... Oh, here's a workbench. Okay, and a reloading bench. Okay, so we can reload stuff here. So I can recycle a drained small energy cell, and that will give me some stuff. Oh, okay, a drained cell. I can recycle that, and it will give me an energy cell, I think. So there's like all kinds of stuff you can make here. This requires repair, science, explosives, medicine. All those are pretty important. So this is kind of like your all-purpose crafting station, whereas, you know, Fallout 4 would have like all these different crafting stations. Here you just got like the one workbench that you can do everything at, and the reloading workbench where you can make bullets and stuff at. There's Sunny. Let's not keep the lady waiting.
Everything all right?
I guess so.
Well, let's just finish this first, all right? Then we could talk. Preferably somewhere where I can get a stiff drink and Cheyenne can keep cool.
Okay. I guess I'm supposed to shoot these, yeah?
That's the right idea. Look, try crouching down and staying safe. Nice shot. Well, that's a start. But I don't reckon you came to me to learn to fight sarsaparilla bottles. Tell you what, I gotta go chase geckos away from our water supply anyway. Darn critters are attracted to it. Why don't you come along?
Sure, why not?
Follow me. It's just down to the southeast a short ways.
That very dated dog animation. That's exactly how my dog runs too. I don't have a dog, but if I had a dog, I'm sure he would run just like that. I'm sure they did the best they could with the fact they didn't have as many, like, animation points and stuff. So yeah, if you guys want to suggest some mods to me, I am totally okay with that. Just be aware that I don't want to use anything that too heavily affects gameplay or makes things too easy. I'm not going to be using VATS very much in this playthrough, if at all. Maybe in a couple of emergency situations, but not often.
Hear that up on the ridge behind me there? We got some geckos to clear out. Bunch of little monsters is what they are. Seems like Doc Mitchell treats more gecko bites than anything else. Let's see if we can get a little closer. If we move quietly, we can get the jump on them. More likely to hit something vital that way.
Alright boys, here we go. The most dangerous of all the Mojave creatures, the gecko.
Okay, you're on. Go give him hell.
It looks like they've already run away. The creatures knew the great hunter, Wanderer, was on their trail. Oh god, never mind, never mind. Incoming, incoming, Sonny, incoming!
Come on!
Okay, got him. Alright, let's see what we got over here before we talk to Sonny. Can I sprint? Yes, we can sprint. It does use AP, just like it would in Fallout 4. So I can drink from this, eh? Let me see what this does to my hydration level here. Yes, that fills up my hydration, so lower is better. That seems obvious, but I guess I wanted to make sure that was the case and everything. So I have to hold down sprint to keep sprinting. That's fine. That's what I would like.
See? You're getting the hang of it. There's 2 more wells that still need clearing. You want, you can come along. It'd be worth a few caps to me.
Sure.
Shouldn't take more than a couple minutes, especially with 2 of us. Come with me.
Whoa. What the hell is that? Somebody's unloading over here, man. That was a heavy automatic. I am an awful shot with this. Seems quite apparent. Okay. Looting on here is actually not that bad. I thought it'd be a real pain in the butt, but it's not too bad. Alright, this is not bad. Getting the hang of it. It's a little bit more clanky. A little bit more clanky than you'd expect. Well, with Fallout 4, obviously. The gunplay is not quite as crisp and smooth, but I think I can totally deal with it. And this is not a great weapon either, so should be easier once I have a better weapon. Who was unloading with the automatic, though, man? I don't see anything. Gotta go back and talk to Sonny, though. Wait, who is this?
Holy moly. If you hadn't come here like you done, I'd be a goner for sure. I came up here to draw water, but here, you should have what I got. You look thirsty.
Oh, okay. Reputation. You've established a reputation with good people in the wasteland. A lot of differences here. So I have become accepted with Goodsprings. So each place has different stuff. Okay, cool. Thank you, settler. Now, where did Sonny go? There's Sonny, looking over the kills.
Now that was some good work. Even got a little exciting there at the end. Here's a little spending money for the trouble. One more thing I wanted to show you. Thought I might teach you about living off the land and making useful things for yourself. Interested?
Hell yeah.
Alright then. We'll need a couple ingredients to get started. Gonna want some xander root and a brock flower. Let me think now. I know I've seen brock flowers growing up at the graveyard, and I seem to remember there being xander root over by the schoolhouse. Bring those on back to me, and we'll get cooking.
Alright, so we got our next little quest here. Go and find some stuff. Alright, so we gotta go up here to Goodsprings, and then up here to wherever that is. Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and do these real quick. One other thing, guys, I don't really want spoilers. If I miss something crucial, or if I'm about to do something really stupid, you can let me know, I guess, but for the most part, I really don't want spoilers. I want to just play this like I'm playing it for the first time, because I essentially am. The sprinting is really a nice addition. It would be pretty rough if you couldn't sprint in this. Getting around would take a lot longer. Is this, Victor?
Howdy, partner. Might I say you're looking fit as a fiddle?
Thanks for digging me out, partner.
Don't mention it. I'm always ready to lend a helping hand to a stranger in need.
Yeah, how did you happen to find me there, Victor?
I was out for a stroll that night when I heard the commotion up the old bone orchard. Saw what looked like a bunch of bad eggs, so I laid low. Once they'd run off, I dug you up to see if you were still kicking. Turns out you were, so I hauled you off to the dock right quick.
You know, Victor, you could have just charged in and stopped them from killing me. I wouldn't have taken this bullet to the head and lost everything, but, okay, well.
I'm a Securitron. Robco Security Model 2060B. If you ever see any of my brothers, tell them Victor says howdy.
Okay, thanks, Victor.
Happy trails!
Alright, let's see what we got over here. Oh, I see a thing there. My god, I can't hit this thing to save my life. There we go, got him. Nasty bugs. At least it's slow. I have no idea if that will be useful or not. I really shouldn't be wasting so much ammo, should I? So this is schoolhouse. Okay, this is one of the locations. There's supposed to be some xander root or something else. I'm assuming around the outside here somewhere. What are these? Jalapenos. Jalapenos. Not seeing it. Not this, is it? Oh, it is. It's this. These tiny little things. Okay. Well, while I'm here, guess we can have a look around inside here. More bugs, eh? You know what? Did he just block me? Well, I can really, like, just go to town on these guys. Like, I can really slash fast here. So much quicker. So much faster than Fallout 4 on that slashing. It's kind of crazy. Oh, these were simpler times, folks, when we could just spam the E button, or spam the click button and win. Can you block? Yes, you can block. It's not like a... It's a you block the whole time. I bet you take damage, though, when you block. Like significant damage. Mantis Otheca. I guess that's, ooh. Programmer's Digest. Nice. Guess that boosts your hacking skills. And a Salesman Weekly. Nice. Cherry bombs in the schoolhouse. Perhaps they were confiscated from students. So let's see. Can I get this bad boy open? The safe. Yeah, I know how to open a safe, man. Got it. Excellent. Nice stuff here. Tire iron does more damage than that knife, I think, doesn't it? But it does 8 damage versus 7. I guess the tire iron's just slightly better. What happens when I swing this thing? Is it like... It's like the same animation. It's got that old 90s animation. Okay, well, I suppose that's about it here. Guess we shall take our leave. I'm still not used to that instant loading screen when you go outside. It's just like, bam, you're outside. Let's see, can we investigate any of these houses or anything? They're probably all like residences or they're all boarded up, I guess. We can't go inside. What about this one? Yep, all boarded up. Ooh, bloat flies, okay. I wonder how hard they are to kill with the tire iron. Not too bad. Dodge it. That's not bad. We got him. Bloat fly meat. So there's our grave right there. Oh, there's one more over there. 2 more. I hear like some whispering over here. These are much easier to kill than Fallout 4 bloat flies, which dodge every which way and zigzag and are all crazy. Prickly. Ooh, bunch of. Need a shovel. Okay, maybe I can find a shovel downtown somewhere. Ooh, a snow globe. Found a limited edition Mojave landmark snow globe. These rare pre-war artifacts are widely considered to be useless baubles, but rumor has it some collectors will pay dearly for them. Okay, well, I will certainly keep that in mind then. But yeah, I hear like ghosts whispering here. Fallout doesn't really have anything like supernatural, so that's kind of strange. Oh, there's a church over there in the distance. Okay, well, we're here for, what did we come here for? We came here for some Xander root or a Brock flower and a Xander root. Let's see, do we have those? Okay, I have Xander root. I don't have any Brock flower, though. Where are the Brock flowers here? Is it this? Ah, there we go. And some distinctive cigarette butts. Okay. That's a clue right there, right? The guy was smoking over here. Perhaps that will allow us to track him later on. Okay, let's go. Oh, a rad scorpion. That's not good. Got him. Is accuracy in this like, I mean, is it like perfectly accurate? I don't know. That seems pretty accurate there. Kind of OP to be honest if it is, but whatever. I'm not going to complain against the game's base mechanics. Okay, so here's the back of the saloon we were at before. Let's go and find Sunny. Where is Sunny at? She's back down at the Goodsprings source. Okay, let's go down there, I guess, and we'll get this done then. Oh, so this is properly marked as stealing. This is somebody's garden, so yes, of course, it would be stealing. Unlike in Fallout 4, where you can just go and rob Abernathy and everyone else blind whenever you want to. Well, that does make sense, I suppose. How are we doing here for hydration? Oh, we're pretty thirsty here. Let's see. So, 1 drink. What does 1 drink here do? give us back some health? It does seem to give us back some health too. Cool. Okay, so we're at 100% hydration now. Another drink here for some more health? Yes, we can drink at these for free health. Okay. All right, Sonny, got your stuff.
Let me see what you got. Yeah, these'll do just fine. Just fine. All right, now. We're gonna be making something folks on the trail call healing powder. Go on over to that campfire now. Give it a try.
Alrighty. We can make all kinds of stuff here. A bloatfly slider, a gecko steak. Well, we can make a bunch of these. Okay. So this lowers our food, so it reduces our hunger. It does give us some rads, but it also restores some hit points. Healing powder reduces perception, but it gives us 1 hit point over 18 seconds. Okay, let's go ahead and make that.
Hey, that's not bad, see? All it takes to make a recipe is the right ingredients and the right know-how. Sometimes it won't be a campfire you need. Might need to do some work on your guns and ammo, maybe. Important thing to get is it's all the same idea. You just need to find the right place to set up shop. Workbench or reloading bench, whatever. Well, I hope that's enough to get you started. I'm heading back now. Hope I didn't miss anything good on the jukebox. Cheyenne would never forgive me. Hey, do me a favor. Trudy, she's the bartender up at the Prospector. Kind of the town mom. She likes to meet newcomers. She'd be cross with me if I didn't ask you to poke your head in and say hi.
Okay, well thanks, Sonny. Let's go ahead and make some other stuff here. Why not? We can. We have the survival skills, so... this is Snakebite Tourniquet. This cures animal poison. Automatic use. Nice. Automatic use. Cool. Okay, well... that seems pretty useful to make one of those. I guess I'll make that. It's kind of annoying that you have to re-enter this every time. I guess you can make like as many of these as you want, though, so... let's go ahead and do some gecko steak here, and we'll do all of them, sure. Requires nothing but gecko meat, so might as well. And bloatfly slider. Oh, it gives you food and hit points because it requires prickly pears. Okay, let's do that. Sure. So I can at least feed myself for a bit. How hungry is my character, actually? Somewhat hungry. Let's see here. 85. I like that it tells you exactly how much it restores. Like, you know exactly what you're getting when you eat something, so... this removes your sleepiness, apparently. So this is pre-war food. It has kind of the same effect. Minus 87 food. This is minus 130. I'll probably wait until I'm a bit more hungry before I eat any of those. So this actually makes you more thirsty. That's what I'm reading from this. It does heal you by quite a bit. Gives you 50 hit points, but it actually removes H2O. As opposed to purified water, which actually makes you less thirsty. This makes you more thirsty, but it does heal you. It's not a bunch, though. +5 is not a big deal. So these are healing items, basically. They're healing. Stim packs are obviously the emergency thing, so we'll try to use this whenever we can. Alright, sorry guys, I'm trying to kind of get a handle on some of this stuff. Learning the various mechanics for this game is a bit different than what I'm used to with Fallout 4, but same idea for the most part. So we're heading back into Goodsprings. We're going to talk to Trudy, the Prospector Saloon owner. I'm assuming she will give us a new quest to send us somewhere or do something. A Goodsprings home, eh? Okay. Can go in here with no consequence. I guess we'll check it out. And I can just take all these things with no consequence? Okay. Here's a bed, too. Can I just, like, use this as my home? Maybe I can. BBs and a BB gun. Interesting. Because you get a BB gun and some BBs when you first start out in Fallout 3. Okay, well, we'll talk to Trudy, and then maybe we'll come back here and sleep then. It's kind of cool that there's this just empty house we can just use, I guess. I don't know if there's any real consequences of that. I guess we'll see. Alright, but here's a saloon. Gotta remember where it's at. It's just south here. It's not marked as anybody's home, and I can certainly use stuff there. Doesn't seem to be a problem with it. I do kind of need a place to come, you know, bring my stuff back to and everything, like get rid of this junk and all that stuff. I want to keep it in case it's useful for crafting, but I don't want to have it weighing me down out in the wasteland, you know?
I'm done being nice. If you don't hand Ringo over soon, I'm going to get my friends and we're burning this town to the ground. Got it? What do you want?
Who's this Ringo?
He's some traitor who decided he'd rather shoot than pay the toll for being in our territory. He's hiding somewhere in town. Would serve these idiots right if me and my guys shot the place up after we got payback on Ringo.
So, wow, you can actually immediately just turn evil and help this guy take over the town. Let's learn more though. This area is your territory?
It is now. Me and the rest of the guys busted out of the NCR prison east of here and took over. Now we're calling the shots.
Oh, so they're escaped prisoners. Okay, not good guys then. What were you in prison for? Probably not good to ask this guy what he was in prison for.
None of your damn business. You ought to know better than to ask a man that kind of question.
Yep, okay. Never mind.
Yeah, forget about it.
So, let's change the subject. What's been going on in the rest of the wasteland?
Same old shit that's been going on for years. The NCR and Legion are still fighting over Hoover Dam for some reason.
What do you know about the Legion?
I've run with some tough gangs, but I gotta admit, they all got nothing on the Legion. I hear they stick you up on poles and it takes a while to die. I ain't saying I'm afraid of them or nothing, but I'll be staying out of their way.
And what about the NCR? I guess they imprisoned him, so...
New California Republic. Nothing new about it. Just a bunch of people with money and power pushing everyone else around. They've got troops all over the Mojave, but it's a big desert, so it's pretty easy to avoid them if you want.
And what about Hoover Dam?
Never been there since the NCR's got troops all over it. Must be pretty important.
Okay, thanks their evil friend, I guess?
Yeah.
Evening.
And there's Trudy.
Well, you've been causing quite a stir. Glad I finally got to meet you. Welcome to the Prospector Saloon.
Okay, so she's a vendor. I'm assuming we can insert ourselves into this argument and take one side or the other, sounds like.
Looks like our little town got itself dragged into the middle of something we don't want anything to do with. About a week ago, this trader, Ringo, comes into town. Survivor of an attack, he says. Bad men after him. Needs a place to hide. We figured he was just in shock, so we gave him a place to lie low. We didn't actually expect anyone to come after him.
So just how has Ringo been able to hide in a town this damn small?
Cobb hasn't exactly been looking for Ringo too hard. I think he's afraid that Ringo will ambush him, which is probably true.
Look, lady, Cobb is clearly a bad guy. Why don't you just, get rid of him?
You mean murder him? That's not our way, even if Cobb is scum. He can bluster and threaten all he wants.
So where is Ringo now?
He's holed up at the abandoned gas station up the hill.
And what are you going to do?
Some of the others, like Sonny, will probably stand up for Ringo if he asks for help, which he hasn't. Personally, I hope he sneaks out of town one night and takes the Powder Gangers with him.
The Powder Gangers, that must be the gang of escaped prisoners, I'd assume?
Chain gangs, really. The NCR brought them in from California to work on the rail lines. Problem is, it turns out that giving convicts a bunch of dynamite and blasting powder isn't the best idea. It was a big escape not too long ago. Some of them stuck together so they could make trouble. That's what we're dealing with now.
Yeah, it probably was not a good idea. Okay, thanks, Trudy.
All right.
If I help Ringo, what happens?
If you were able to get Ringo out of this mess, you'd have a decent reputation around Goodsprings. I'd even set you up with a discount. Of course, helping Ringo would also make the Powder Gangers mad, and they've got a lot of friends out there.
And if I help the escaped prisoner Powder Gangers...
Don't know why you'd want to do a thing like that. Yep, you'd get on their good side, but people around here wouldn't appreciate it one bit.
So right away we have two polarizing choices, side with the Powder Gangers, the evil guys, or side with Goodsprings. That's a huge difference with Fallout 4. Like, you don't get choices like that in Fallout 4, really. I mean, you have different factions, but they're not so black and white. The Powder Gangers are definitely the more evil guys, and it'd be easier, the game would be easier if we went that way. But just interesting that, this has such a polarizing choice right away. Okay, Trudy, know anything about the people that attacked me?
Not much, other than they're a bunch of freeloaders who expected a few rounds on the house. I was able to get them to pay up, though. Of course, one of the great cons did knock my radio to the floor, by accident, and it hasn't been working since.
Okay, so the attackers came in here, roughed up the place and stuff. Where were they going?
They were having some kind of argument about it, but the guy in the checkered coat kept shushing them. Sounded like they came in from the north through Quarry Junction. If that's the case, I can't say I blame them for not wanting to go back.
And why is that?
That whole area is overrun with the kind of critters that just get mad if you shoot them. Merchants avoid that whole stretch of I-15 like it's radioactive, which it could be for all I know.
So where were they actually going, though? You said where they came from, but not where they're going.
I didn't hear exactly, but the leader was talking about the Strip. Fella wants to get there and avoid the 15, he'd have to go east. Take Highway 93 up.
I might be able to fix that radio if you want.
Sure, the outside looks okay, but I think something broke on the inside. There'd be caps in it for you. I do like to hear what's going on in the world. And that Mr. New Vegas seems like such a gentleman.
One last thing. What can you tell me about that chrome-plated cowboy out there?
I know that thing as much as anyone else around here. It mostly keeps to itself, which is just fine by me.
I've heard of police robots before. Does he help keep the peace or something? What's he actually do?
Other than rolling around once in a while, it doesn't do anything useful as far as I can tell. I don't know why it took an interest in you, but I'd be careful. It's never helped anyone before.
Sounds like you don't like it. Care to tell me why?
It acts friendly enough, but I don't trust that whole cheerful cowboy act. I find it all very creepy.
Not gonna lie, he is a bit off-putting. How long's he been here?
It was here when I took over the saloon 7 years ago. Some people have said its owner lived here, but no one knows who it was.
Thank you, ma'am. I'll be heading out now.
Be careful out there.
Will do. You too, Trudy. So, it sounds like we have to decide what we want to do about the guy holed up, Ringo, the guy holed up in the gas station over there. I'm probably going to side with the town and with him and try to defend him from the powder gangers. They sound like they're not good guys. They're probably bad news. I think that's going to wrap up this episode, though, guys. I know it's just kind of the introductions, but, you know, why are you following me, Trudy? I know this is just kind of the beginning, introduction to stuff, getting kind of used to stuff in the New Vegas game in general. It seems like I can just go and use this house. It doesn't seem to be anyone here owning it, so I can just take stuff here too. So I guess I'll make this my home for now. We've got some containers and stuff that we can put stuff in. If it's a bad idea to keep stuff in these containers, let me know, and I won't do it. But anyways, guys, I'm going to go through my stuff here and deposit my aid and miscellaneous stuff that I don't need into here, kind of sort through my stuff, get some sleep, and we'll head out in the morning. And next episode, we will figure out what to do about Ringo and the Powder Gangers. If you're enjoying the series so far, make sure you subscribe and like. If you have any suggestions for mods or stuff, feel free to comment below. Again, I don't guarantee I'll use them, but I can always take a look. And I will see you guys next time in the Mojave.